Metacognition, the transition from 3D to 5D, what you need to know about it. The school, essentially, if you are not at all metacognitive, you probably wouldn't even be called to listen to anything I post. You definitely wouldn't be called to the school. People in the school are probably upper area metacognitive. It's just something you have to be able to do this work, the healing work, and to grow through it. Okay, you can heal without doing this type of work. However, it's not as efficient. It takes a lot longer, and you don't learn the advanced gifts that you learn while doing this work. You don't understand the energy field or the true nature of reality. You don't go through that process. Okay, so what is metacognition? Thinking about thinking, beyond thinking. Meta, beyond thinking, or cognition, thinking. Okay, ordinary metacognition is primarily linguistic and psychological, whereas a broader form of metacognition can integrate multiple simultaneous information streams, including somatic signals, field dynamics, geometric and visionary data, long-term pattern recognition across years. So you can sit down and look at timelines and look at the quantum realities, which is pattern recognition, where you're almost everywhere at the same time. Okay, there's phases. Okay, and everybody's going to start here at some point, and then the more you work on it, okay, the more you apply yourself, the more you will evolve. The more you heal, okay, the more this process will become refined. So this is about developing the ability to understand the self through multiple perspectives, multiple layers, multiple dimensions, while also being able to observe how other people perceive themselves and how they are being perceived. The ability to think about the self-thinking, to observe the observer, and to recognize the different layers influencing perception becomes increasingly important when consciousness is being understood as operating across different densities. Okay, so the importance of density here, this becomes an important part of the observation because it provides another layer through which experience can be perceived and understood. So as you elevate and you shift densities, you're able to perceive from a different perspective. Everybody from every angle. The higher your frequency, the more expansive your perspective is, your observation, the more complex your observation can be. It's directly tied into the light body, which everybody can build. Okay, it's not just a few special people. Okay, so I wanted to just go through these really fast so you guys understand the different layers. Absent, so obviously there's no real metacognition. Occasional filters. Every once in a while, it'll click online if you're stuck or there's a distortion or something, you feel like something needs to heal. Basic awareness. So here you can name basic thoughts, feelings, but only after the fact, after you've already experienced it, and with prompting, okay? So there's a little ability to track progress in real time. Emerging monitoring, so this is you begin noticing some patterns, like I always do this when this happens, but the observation is intermittent and easily lost. You could be still reactive more than observational here. Consistent monitoring, this is you can reliably observe your own thoughts, emotional reactions, and basic decision making in real time. Notice when you're off track, but regulation is still limited, so you're not able to completely regulate the process here. Okay. 6, active evaluation. So this is you're not only monitoring but evaluating the quality of your thinking. Okay, you can catch distortions, assumptions, or weak reasoning while they are happening, and begin adjusting mid-process. Okay, strategic regulation. So deliberately choosing and applying mental strategies. You can shift approach when something isn't working. Hold both the content and the process simultaneously with decent stability. 8, high resolution tracking. This is like fine tracking, continuous observation of multiple layers, thought, energy, somatic, relational, predictive. You rapidly notice subtle shifts and can articulate them with precision, strong capacity for real-time course correction, okay? Hyper metacognition, I kind of went into this before. This is near constant multi-layered self-observation that runs automatically, extremely high resolution on internal processes, including subtle energetic and cognitive movements. You can track complex nested dynamics, so field dynamics with speed and accuracy. And the main limitation is difficulty fully exiting the analytical state, okay? So being receptive here is very, very hard, okay? Then the last one is integrated and flexible mastery, okay? So some high resolution continuous capacity as 9, but with complete ease of entering and exiting the metacognitive state at will. Observation and analysis are fully available tools rather than a difficult mode that is hard to turn off. You can rest in pure presence without residual analysis while retaining the ability to re-engage instantly when needed. Okay, so that is those. And again, this isn't about ego, it's about helping you to perceive yourself and where you're at on this scale, not better or worse, but to help you understand your ability to perceive yourself clearly, to heal yourself, to align and to ascend, because in the 5D structure, people will need to be somewhere, I would say 4 to 7, okay? This is going to be very, very rare, and it's not something that I would recommend most people actually even want to be there. It's a highly intense state that is hard to manage. Okay, so that's it. Sending love.